Hi, Vegeta FH1 here. Tory, um, I know your position when you left the Church of Scientology. Now, I've got a few questions here. I've actually written them down in a notebook, but um, actually, the first question is in referral to Anonymous. Just to state, I am not a member of Anonymous. That's why my face is not covered. Um, I am, however, a supporter of Anonymous. I support their beliefs. The main belief, knowledge is free. We all know this. The first question is in referral to Anonymous. Do you think Anon's anonymity is one of their strong points or one of their weak points, or both? Um, this is a very logical question because a anonymity is, well, nobody knows who you are. Um, this could also be used against Anonymous, I feel, because the Church of Scientology's, shall we say, methods are a bit on the evil side. Anyway, on to the second question. Do you think, being an ex-Scientologist, that the information and or knowledge could be used to further mankind's evolution? Now, this is running off a series of questions that I've actually had before for the Church of Scientology, but we all know that knowledge is used for the evolution of mankind. Now, the Church of Scientology have stated numerous times that what they believe is crucial to mankind, and that they are the only ones that can help. Now, that's quoted from the Tom Cruise video that was taken down from YouTube, but what my argument is, if it's so crucial to mankind, could it actually affect mankind's evolution? Could it affect the evolutionary process? If it does, then, well, then they have to give up the information, because otherwise, well, mankind won't evolve. We've already hit a brick wall in the evolutionary process of mankind. I don't know whether to describe that brick wall as the Church of Scientology or something else, but anyway, on to the third question, which is the last question. How high were you in the Church of Scientology? I mean, should you have been told about the dark side of the church, or were you aware of any of the goings on of the church? Sorry, I go on with the question. If you were high enough, do you think that you should have been aware of the dark side in Church of Scientology, which is just what I stated. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the three questions I wanted to ask. There will probably be more questions later, but for now that's the only three. I have emailed Mark Bunker. I have not heard from him, as I believe it was LT Anon08 that expressed his concern for Mark Bunker. I would also like to express my concern for Mark Bunker. I wish to know if he's safe, because as we know him as the wise beard man, he gives a lot of good advice, a lot of peaceful good advice on picketing and how to act and be restrained, I think is the word I'm looking for, in the eyes of the public, if we as the supporters of Anonymous and Anonymous itself are going to be taken seriously by the general public. Also, I want to express my respect for yourself and Mark Bunker for helping Anonymous through the tough times of organising and planning their endeavours. Also, my concern for yourself as well as Mark Bunker, because obviously you're still under the eye of the church, and you must know this yourself. as well as Mark Bunker. Excuse me. I'm curious to know if Mark Bunker, I won't say thinks of himself like that, but does he feel that his actions, his words to Anonymous can affect Anonymous in such a way that makes them think a little harder, shall we say? Um, well, the answer to that's pretty obvious, but I'm just confirming. Um, I am a supporter of Anonymous. I've stated that. I support the belief that knowledge is free. Knowledge is free to every professional around the world, whether you be a PC technician like myself, or whether you be a lawyer, a judge, well, anything. You could be a plumber. The information is given. The information will not be free, but the knowledge you gain from the information and the skills that you gain from the information are free. The knowledge you use on a daily basis, how to turn on a kettle, how to how to toast bread. That, oh my god, stupid. Anyway, my point is, knowledge is free, whether you be a plumber, whether you be a lawyer. It doesn't matter. I'm actually curious to say, I'm curious to know why the media, of all people, actually describe Anonymous as terrorists. For one, the media themselves, as journalists growing up, they believe the same as Anonymous. They believe that knowledge is free. They get the information from interviews and so on, and they use that information and broadcast it to the world. That is essentially knowledge being free. I cannot get my head around it, but they have called, they being the media, have called Anonymous bigots, terrorists, hackers on steroids. Yeah. There's so many things out there that they've called Anonymous, and yet both sides, side being the media and the other side being Anonymous, they both believe the same thing, and I cannot get it. My main thing here is, can you comment on all these? Can you make a video and respond to it, please? Because I'm very curious, and I'm sure a lot of other people are as well. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for watching my video, if you have indeed, and good night or good morning, whichever your time zone, and much respect to you and Mark Bunker for your endeavours and your support. Thank you very much. Good night.